Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Ken's Cuts. It's Hoosier Firewood Hysteria weekend. First stop, Perryville, Maryland. I'm meeting up with Jack Mischke and Will Wolcott from Wolcott Family Works and Jack from Log Cabin Firewood. And we're going to get the machines loaded up. We're going to head west today, stopping off in Versailles, Ohio, at another YouTuber's channel. We're going to hang out there on Thursday, split some wood, and have a good old time. And then Friday morning, we're going to head to the campground at the Veterans encampment in Indiana. So just got to Perryville, and we're going to load up the equipment and get on the road. It's about 8.5 hours to Versailles, Ohio, where we're going to meet up with another YouTuber and check out what he's got going on over there. So stick around. So we're on location in Perryville, Maryland. Will Wolcott just got here with his spanking new 1222, and we're going to get it loaded up with the hitch adapter. Jack's going to back it over. There's Will. I'm going to put that bad boy right here up on the trailer. Hang tight for just a second. Good morning, Miss Veda. Where's Miss Veda? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, baby girl. Good morning, Miss Veda. Jack's got his 916 on there already. A little after 7 a.m. on Wednesday, and we're going to head out in the hour. I'll check back in a few. All right, guys, welcome back. So we're at our first location. We're in Versailles, Ohio, the home of York Woods on YouTube. Dan invited us to stay, hang out, spend the day here Thursday, and cut some wood. Check out his little home away from home. He's got a cabin in the woods here on something like 30 acres, I think he told us. And Mother Nature last night came through with a wicked storm. Heavy rains. We got at least an inch of rain, and winds were howling. We were in the cabin about 10:30. We heard a god-awful thud, and Dan said, "Oh, that was different. I wonder what that was." Put on the spotlights, grabbed some flashlights, went outside, and Mother Nature took down apparently it's a half-dead oak tree, and she dropped it. So we weren't quite sure what we were going to get into today, but Mother Nature made that decision for us. And we're going to be working on cleaning up this oak tree. There's plenty of wood in there. There's going to be plenty of saws running. I'm going to flip the camera around, do a quick tour of the area, and then the guys are warming up the saws, and we're going to get to it and start bucking, splitting, and getting this stuff moved off to season. So stick around. All right, guys, the saws are warming up in the background, so I'm going to just do a quick snippet here. Jack's 24-foot trailer, his diesel, his 916, and Will Wolcott's 1222 are on the trailer. This is the cabin that Dad built. It's an Amish-built log cabin that he built during COVID. And Jack's up there. Hold on, Jack. I got you. Jack's up there putting on his chaps. There's the sign. York Woods. This property has been in Dan's family since 1859. Jack's getting ready. There's the cabin. There's part of the wood yard. Back here, Dan's got some IBC totes set up, some pallets, some beautiful stacks of wood, all bunk stacked. I'll take you over here. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. They fired up 2 saws already. So Dan's got plenty of wood back here, seasoning. And then over here is his outbuilding. He's got wood stacked up in here under the canopy. Here's one of Dan's toys. It's his gas log splitter. He's also got the split fire 1165 inside. We actually got to see that last night. There's a pile of beautiful wood. Barbecue grill. Some punky nasties. We cracked up a few pieces here last night on the 1165. Sitting area. An old school bus that his daughter, Dan's daughter, converted into an FFA project. She's actually got a mini greenhouse inside of that thing, and she was growing watermelons in the bus last year, which we thought was kind of fun. I'm not sure if it's open, but I'll stay away. Can't really show you guys what's there. And then this is Dan's man cave. This place is freaking amazing. Here's his 1165. We were messing with that last night before the storm rolled in. Here's Dan's shop. It's Kubota tractor. He's got a Bobcat side-by-side that he already took out to the yard. So that was sitting back here against the doors. Plenty of toys. And if you guys haven't figured it out with all of the orange, Dan is a husky guy. There's this tool central. And there's a couple chainsaws up there. Again, there's the tractor. It's got a husky mower with a canopy that his wife uses for mowing. Here's his workbench. Everything's neat and tidy. So that's the extent of the man cave in here. And then there's a couple of gas cans. So let me get outside, get my muffs, get my gloves, and see what I can do to help these guys. I did not bring a chainsaw, but there's plenty of saws here running. There's 500 eyes warming up. Dan's got his husky warming up. So let's go check out on them and see how they're doing. Stick around. Alright guys, this is the carnage of that oak tree that fell last night. And it's a little wet over here. But they fired up 2 saws. They limbed a whole bunch of it. Jack's running a Dremel over his 500i. Dan went to get the chipper. He's actually got a chipper that he wants to bring out here, and we'll start chucking this wood through the chipper. Here's where the oak broke. There's plenty of big wood in here yet to be cut. So Dan took the Bobcat to go grab the 1165 and the chipper. But this bad boy fell with a massive thud last night. Here's the root ball. And look how quick that thing filled up with water just from an inch of rain last night. So this is one of our little projects today. We weren't sure what we were going to get into, but Mother Nature made that decision for us. There's plenty of big oak in here. Dan said we'll actually bucket and split it right here on location. Load up the Bobcat and take it off to season. He'll have to let us know where he wants it stacked. So there's 4 of us working on this, so we'll make quick work of this. So that's what we got going on. I'll come back to you when the saws are running. Stick around. Alright guys, so we got dueling 500s right now. Jack's got the perfect stick out, marking up the lead. Will's over there with his 500. It's damn near brand new. So he's getting a nice racing period. And then Dan took his side by side, went to the garage, brought out a chipper. There's Dan, he's doing some video from that side. So I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod for a couple of minutes. And I don't have caps with me, so I told Dan I'll start running some limbs through the chipper. And we'll make quick work of this. Stick around. Huh?
She starts cold.
Yeah. Oh, it was the flywheels.
Yeah. I think I got the fuel on.
Let's see.
Nope, wrong direction.
Yeah, now you're on. Yeah, you're choked in half. Yeah, go ahead. You want me to pull her a couple?
I thought you guys were trying to hear what it was doing.
No.
Trying to get some fuel in through.
Oh,
Has been ran about a year.
oh. Never mind. I thought they were trying to listen to what it was doing. Give her a little spray of the good. Just spit on it. Go, baby, fixes everything. Go, baby,
Hawk Tua.
There you go.
Next little Hawk Tua. This is his spray.
Zach's got the 500i out. Dave's running his 572 XP. And I had to take a break because I just jammed up the chipper. Alright guys, well we just got back from lunch. We took a break. And before we left, we had the entire tree cut up. And we started running the limbs through the chipper. So I'm going to flip you around here real quick and show you the carnage. And we're going to have to call it a day. There's some more rain coming in this evening. And we want to get things ready to go for Friday morning, so that we're ready to head out around 6 a.m. We want to be to the campground around 8:30. And we'll be ready for the Hoosier event tomorrow. So let me flip the camera around and show you what we got going on. So we got the whole top of the tree limbed out. All the branches have been cut, all the limbs. And then down here's all the trunk wood. I'm stepping through the branches here. Beautiful red oak. There's not much rot in it. It was partially dead last season, so Mother Nature decided to finish it off. So the reason there's two stacks here, the main trunk came up and split, so it had like a double leader on it. All this wood's been cut, everything's bucked up. Dan said it would have taken him all summer to get this cut up by himself. So with 3 saws running, it was definitely a productive day. And then down here, this is the piece where it actually split into the double mast. And then from there down, there's probably, well, there's 3 over there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 11 or 12 trunk pieces. And we figure those have got to go about 3 feet across. So every 2 or 3 of those trunk pieces is going to be like 1/3 of a cord of wood. It's going to be a lot of wood here. And then the stump down there is about 10 feet across. And there's a giant hole with a puddle on the other side. So everything's bucked up, ready to go for Dan. He's going to bring his Kubota out here, put a couple of these big rounds up in the bucket of the Kubota, and use his 1165 to bust this stuff up, and this will all be firewood for 2026. Alright guys, so that's about going to do it for this one. I'm going to call this video On the Way to Hoosier Part 1. And we're going to finish this one up here. So thanks a lot guys for sticking to the end. If you like this kind of stuff, please go ahead and click that like button, the subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. And if you're going to the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria, we look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. Alright, have a good week everybody. Take care. And we'll catch you on the next one.